Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, I guess, Democrats picked their new leader in the Senate. It's certainly not Chuck Schumer, no, it's Cory Booker. Ever since Cory Booker showed the world his meth head antics, engaging in that ridiculous performative filibuster back then, he's been at the top of every list. I mean, he is the Democrats' preferred senator because, quote, he fights back. He resists. Yup, it basically boils down to that, and so Cory Booker, I guess, is just giving his people exactly what they're looking for. More idiotic, mindless resistance, more performative crap, pretending to be valuable political resistance and challenge. Holy frickin' moly, this right here, folks, is the Democrat double down. They have learned absolutely nothing. Let me show you guys what's going on, and let me explain what's going on with this little clown show performance in Washington. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So basically, here's what happened. The Senate Judiciary Committee was holding a confirmation hearing for Emil Bove, who's Donald Trump's pick for the federal bench, and while Democrats came in attempting to sabotage the whole nomination process with yet again another whistleblower claim, and while it didn't exactly work in the moment things didn't go their way, well, the Democrats had a little bit of a tantrum. Let's just leave it at that.
Why are you doing this? This is outrageous.
This is a kangaroo court. That's all we have here, Mr. Chairman.
This is wrong. To violate your own rules without going by the mandates of the parliamentarian. This is unbelievable. There's a way to do this. If you want to force this through, if you want to ram this through, there's a way to do it in accordance to the rules as spelled out by the parliamentarian. It is simple. It is clear. There's a pathway to achieve what you're trying to achieve.
I just walked out of the Senate Judiciary Committee for what was, to me, the most unimaginable thing that happened, where they cut off any debate or any discussion. Our job is to deliberate. Our job as the most deliberative body is to hear from each other. They cut off all debate, rammed through a vote on Bowie. People walked out as I sat there continuing to appeal to the conscience of my fellow senators who now are showing their willingness to just bow to Donald Trump's will, to be able to undermine this institution in order to do his bidding. This was a day of shame for this committee. And what we just witnessed today was an utter sham in forcing through one of the most controversial nominees ever to the American Circuit Courts.
And now Cory Booker, with his eyes filled with righteous indignation, he's calling it a day of shame. Oh, it's a day of shame. As he bolted out the room like a disgruntled theater kid who didn't get the lead role that he was looking for. He's hashtag resisting because the whole process is unfair. Republicans aren't letting Democrats sabotage Donald Trump's nomination. And so here's the justifiable outrage and activism from the Democrats. Except no, not really, not at all. This whole performance is useless, and it does nothing. A little reality check to the Cory Booker supporters out there. Republicans still control the Senate. They have 53 seats. So whether or not the Democrats walk out of the room or not, well, really, it means nothing, because the Republicans can advance the nomination without any resistance, without a single Democrat even being in the room. They have 53 seats. And so this whole thing from the Democrats was nothing but more performative nonsense, meant to gin up the Democrat base, meant to farm X engagement. There's no actual point of outrage here. There's no viable counter-arguments. There's no real leverage, no chance of stopping the confirmation. No, it's just another moment of fake outrage. That's all it is. It's just the same Democrat tactics employed once again. And of course, speaking of these cheap tactics from the Democrats, right on cue comes Norm Eisen, hitting us with a big scary announcement. The classic Democrat shtick anytime they want to tank somebody's career or discredit a story that doesn't benefit them. Take a look at what Norm Eisen said on MSNBC.
We don't even know if Bove will get through the Senate because, of course, if the current status quo holds, it does appear that he has the votes. But who's to say, with the drama today, with the attention to this, that more information won't come out between now and the eventual vote? We also don't know what the parliamentarian will do with this. I saw Bove myself because I covered the Trump criminal trial where Donald Trump was convicted despite Bove's efforts. And there was an issue of dishonesty in that trial. I saw something I've never seen before, Anna. The judge felt that Bove misled the jury in examining a witness, and he required Bove the next morning to apologize to the jury. So this pattern is profoundly concerning. At Democracy Defenders, we also worked on that letter. Over 75 federal and state judges. That has never happened before with a judicial nominee. All the red flags are waving here, and hopefully the Congress will do the right thing.
75 former federal judges have signed a letter opposing Bove's nomination. Oh no. Oh, shiver me timbers. 75 retired swamp fossils signed a letter. Who frickin' cares? The last time they tried this little trick, it was 51 former intelligence officials swearing up and down and signing on to a letter that the Hunter Biden laptop had all the hallmarks of a Russian disinformation operation. And guess what? That was a lie. It was a blatant lie, and this is probably just more of the same. A politically coordinated stunt to try to shame Republicans into backing down. All of a sudden, the moment we're heading into Bove's nomination, a whistleblower complaint comes, alleging that he plans on defying the Constitution and his oath to office the moment he gets nominated because he's Donald Trump's corrupt puppet. What does that even mean? I don't even understand what the Democrats are trying to do here. They've got a phony whistleblower and 75 partisan judges who signed on to a letter saying, oh no, Bove bad. And they expect us to take this seriously. I mean, it's 10 times more pathetic than what they attempted to do to Judge Kavanaugh, and even that didn't work. What makes them think that this political stunt carries any weight whatsoever? Well, obviously it doesn't. And they're also complete massive hypocrites. I mean, where was the outrage when Joe Biden was stuffing the DOJ with ethically challenged loyalists like Rachel Rollins? Where was the walkout when Vanita Gupta, a hardcore left-wing activist, got shoved through despite serious Republican objections? Well, there was no walkout, because the Democrats, of course, view everything through the lens of rules for thee but not for me. If they're jamming through their nominees and Republicans have any issues, they don't give a crap. They rush straight to the voting process and clear the nomination. But now that it's their turn, now that Republicans are doing it to them, all of a sudden it's yet again another constitutional crisis, and Cory Booker's eyeballs look like they're about to burst out of his frickin' skull. And let's also not forget what got us here. Let's not forget that Democrat Harry Reid nuked the filibuster for nominations. That was a Democrat move, and they bragged about it for years, but now here they are crying because it came to bite them back. Oh, it's just so typical. And it's obvious what the Democrats are doing. I mean, these clowns know that they're not going to shut down this nomination. They know that what they're doing is essentially a futile effort. It is useless. They're not going to get anything done. They're not going to get anything blocked. In fact, they probably made it easier. They probably just gave Donald Trump a clear path towards nominating his picks. And Democrats clearly know this, but for them, it's just another opportunity to engage in theater, another dusty frickin' tantrum to motivate the base. But what I don't think these Democrats realize is this base that they're speaking to with these ridiculous tantrums and performative art, well, it's an extreme, radical, out-of-touch fringe minority. That's who you're appealing to. So if anything, this is yet again another reminder of just how unserious and emotionally unstable the Democrats have become. Good job, Cory Booker. I'm sure all the Rachel Maddow viewers out there had a field day with your little performance here, but everybody else? Yeah, no one cares. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.